I would say that Louise, the two words I would use to describe Louise would be patient. She has taken kids in the Cosmo area and in that cafeteria area, and the patience that she has with all of us in the science department, and she's amazing. It takes a lot for her to lose that cool, and just her kindness. She's so kind and caring, and that big smile. I really, really will miss that smile.
Energy, passion, right? It's just... she just loved what she did and what she taught. It was awesome.
Speed walker.
Energetic and beautiful.
Have you ever tried to walk down the hall beside that girl? She just motors.
Louise has always seemed very bubbly to me. I've enjoyed her spirit and her spunk.
Louise she's a mama. She's a mama bear.
Big heart. Yeah, she's just a caring, loving woman.
Enthusiastic taskmaster.
Oh, she's fiery. I've noticed that about her. She goes at her program and she goes at it full tilt.
I would say caring and cause, baby.
Good question. One or two words. I would say Louise is professional, and she also is very caring. So she's just a really good person.
Very elegant, bubbly, always smiling. Students love her. Energetic, positive.
Yeah, just a real presence, a real warmth, and a real a love for what she did, and you could really tell.
Louise and I go back quite a ways here. I think probably more than anybody else in the building. Not only do we finish up in a high school, we started in a junior high together. Louise and I were junior high and senior high together in old Vanier way back when. I used to hang around with her brothers and used to be over at her place for quite a bit. So I've known Louise for a long time, and she's quite the gal.
Well, Mrs. Caron has had a variety of roles at MCHS since I began. I remember her from the beginning when I came on many years ago now. She was working a lot in the foods area, and she would take some of the toughest kids and she would have that program and those kids working in the cafeteria. And she had them, they wouldn't be good in any other area, but Louise had them drilled into shape. It was amazing how she would take these kids and make really responsible, really good kids out of them. It was a great thing. From there, she of course went into the hair area in Cosmo and took that area from nothing and made it into a really fantastic studio. And then for science, of course, she's been a huge help in our science lab and became a science lab tech. Again, with little to no knowledge of science, she's learned the position and done a great job of keeping us all organized and on track.
Well, I've been around a long time. Louise has been around a long time. I can remember the early days when I just got here. She was running the cafeteria, and I think one of the reasons the cafeteria closed down was that most of the male staff, especially that poor Lessard, was gaining too much weight. The cookies and the chocolate cake she made were amazing. And I think I caught up to Lessard. I think he was up to about 230. I think I was up to 210. And I think Buder was probably close to 240. And I think Dio came in and said, sorry, you're going to have to go to cause because these guys won't be able to handle it. I mean, they're going to die of a heart attack.
Well, Louise is just a really hard worker, and you can depend on her. If you ask her to do something, you know that it's going to get done. She's caring, compassionate, has a love for her students. As you can tell every day, at lunch her room is open and students congregate in there. They feel comfortable and safe in her room, and she has a really good rapport with them. They see her on a different level, and they just really value her as a teacher and as a friend.
I think the Cosmo department, without her, would not be what it is today. The kids, the program when we started it, the kids were flocking to that program, and we were losing kids, I think, to sturgeon, and without it, especially the girls seemed to really, really love that program.
There was very, very little there to start with, and I know it's a little disjointed in her area with sinks and the area and the kind of makeshift walls and stuff like that, and you've always made it work.
I can really appreciate what Louise has done with cosmetology, to take a program from the ground up when there's really no kind of a template or any kind of scaffolding or framework there, and then you have to design that program on your own. That takes a special kind of individual to do that. Not everyone can do that, and then added to the fact that it is a CTS program where you've got multiple students at multiple levels in the same class. That's that's a real educator who can really who can manage their classroom extremely well.
You know, there's kids everywhere working, and you're running around following them and making sure they're on task and calling down, where's this one, this, that, if you need some help. But just a difficult kind of situation with not the greatest area, and you've done such great work there.
I really liked when she had her classes with the, you knew when the girls dressed up, like what's proper and what's not, like for professional and not professional. So you could just see her coaching there. And when the kids just didn't get it, she was really firm, I think gentle, but very firm, and just she knew how to say, that's not good, right? And like, I'm not good with saying things like that. I can't. Like she can do that. So I didn't, yeah.
Yeah, and on that note, I'd like to thank Louise for always reminding me or showing me how professional I dressed in the workplace. So I'm not sure what you're referring to, but you know, this is professional MCTV attire. So thanks for that, Louise.
I know when talking to the students, I know they keep saying, like, you know what, Mrs. Caron is retiring, and you know, we're definitely going to miss her, because we've had her for, you know, some of these kids have had them for all 4 years, from grade 9 to grade 12, right? So it's going to be a huge change without Louise here.
Kids that have gone on to hair school, aesthetics, lots of them from our school have done that. And actually, my hairstylist is a graduate from our program, and yay, thanks Louise for training her.
I have to say Louise is probably the only person who can match me toe-to-toe with being loud in CTS. There's been some debate for a while whether it's her or I that's louder in the CTS area, but pretty sure it's you, pretty sure.
She's been my neighbor next to the shop for 3 years. I must say that sometimes it gets a little loud. Louise, she teaches very boisterously, and we have to close the door to the shop sometimes. Even with all the shop noise on top, we can still hear Mrs. Caron.
One of the nice things about, or neat things about being next to her here, is listening to her teaching style, which I don't think calm would be the way that you would mention it. But I'm gonna miss some of the little phrases I keep hearing over here. Like it'll be things like, "Girls, what the heck are you doing?" One of my personal favorites is, "Who ever told you to do it like that?"
I loved walking out there and just like hearing her, right? Like, girls do this, or girls, what's going on here? And it's like, she was, her presence, right? And the girls knew what she expected and what she wanted, and they listened for the most part.
You know, when something is not where it needs to be, you can tell with Louise that there's something going on there, something needs to change, and she'll do her best to change it. Like, she doesn't mess around, which I appreciate. She's very black and white. There's no gray with Louise. I can tell you that right now.
Well, I remember a really good staff party one time, many years ago, at her home in her backyard, and it was a good time. Let's just say that.
And poor Louise and the acreage. I mean, Louise, don't hold any parties there, and if you do, hide everything that you own, especially if Lessard and Cortash come. That's all I'm going to say.
I was the only witness to one of those parties. No, maybe two of those parties. One, I know Neil got himself in a little trouble with a moped or some kind of motorbike.
Oh, Louise, the motorcycles.
Some unfortunate incidents with Kent and the motorcycle.
Well, Neil did it too. Kent, that was prior to me, but Neil, I believe, ran into Sherry's car out there, and I think there was a golf cart incident too, if I recall. I also recall Jen Willows falling asleep in her chair. Pretty good party, actually. It was lots of fun, but I think I left a little early because the shenanigans started to happen, and that's usually my my cue to get out of there.
I think honestly my funniest moment, just remembering her face when Kent went through the garden and wrecked her garden gnome, and I felt so bad. Oh, but we laughed pretty hard at the look on Kent's face and then the look on Louise's face at the same time. It was pretty funny.
Well, Louise, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed answering the phone when you call and ask me to have some of your students return to the Cosmo Lab. And I'm happy to say that you will never hear me calling you to submit your attendance anymore.
Enjoy those long days out at the lake and relaxing. Enjoy the grandkids. Enjoy all the time, well earned.
Well, Louise, get prepared to get really busy. Take it from someone who's been on the retirement road for a few years. You're not going to have any free time. You'll find lots of things to fill it. Enjoy your retirement. Hug the grandkids. Travel lots. Just enjoy your family and your friends. And yeah, congratulations. Good luck, Louise. You glow when you talk about being done, and you had a pretty happy dance on our last staff meeting day. So enjoy your retirement, enjoy your grandbabies, and I hope you get to see the world.
Louise, I wish you nothing but the best in retirement. I get a feeling you're going to travel a lot. I definitely know you're going to spend a lot of time with your grandkids and your family, which is what retirement should be. I hope you have a lot of fun, and I want to let you know that you're going to be missed around here. I'm going to miss our conversations for sure. We always talk, you and I appreciate that. And good luck, and you better get on the sub list, okay?
And one last thing, Louise, I just want to let you know I have your Visa card.
Congratulations, Louise. Enjoy your retirement. I'm going to miss you here at the school. You've been kind of my rock for the last 3 years, so thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
Louise, congratulations on your retirement. You deserve it. Enjoy it. Spend time with your grandkids, your husband, your family, and enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah, Louise, I know you're ready for this. I know the last few weeks have been a little trying. Some of those girls have been really testy. I know you're ready. I know you're ready to let this go. Crap, I think Janelle might be here too. Sorry, Janelle, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But no, I wish you all the best. Take care of yourself. And I know you're going to enjoy your grandchildren, so best of wishes.
Congratulations, Louise. All the best as you head out to the next phase of your life. I know you're going to enjoy it. Enjoy all those days and nights at the lake. I know you've been talking about it for years, and I know you're excited. So get out there and enjoy it with yourself and your family, and all the best.
Louise, I just wanted to wish you all the best for your retirement. It's been great working with you. You've shared your many talents here at MCHS, from cooking to sewing to hair care to decorating. You just have the full package, and you've helped everybody out so much. We're really going to miss you. But I know there's one thing that you're not going to miss: course outlines and marks. All the best, Louise.
Well, Louise, great career for you. You've come in here and you've done some really awesome work with our girls and a few boys along the way, I'm sure. Thanks for all the effort and time you spent with them. And you know what? You've made a huge impact, because that is an area of the school that needs a special person to work with some kids that sometimes don't fit in the regular school mold, and you've been able to do that through the years, and a lot of your kids have gone on and had careers in hair and makeup and all these different areas, and kudos to you for that. I have some hair issues myself, so maybe I'll come see you in the future, but maybe a little bit of something for the back here as well. But you've done a great job with all the kids throughout the years, and congratulations on your retirement. Enjoy the lake, enjoy your family, your grandkids, and have a great summer.
Gotta hold this together. So, Louise, I'm really gonna miss you. You're my best friend at this school, and we've done a lot together. I was hoping I wouldn't do this. I just am really gonna miss you as a friend, and just talking and coming in and having conversations with you. I know that you always gave me great perspectives. I'd come in and I'd have a weekend when, Shayla did something as a teenager that I'm just shaking my head at, and you always calmed me down and gave me your perspective, because you'd been through it, and reassured me that that's a normal thing. So I always appreciated your advice when it came to that, and I'm just going to miss you, seeing you every day. Good luck in retirement.